strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. And the Arctic trails hold secret tales that'll make your blood run cold. And the northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake Labarge when I cremated Sam McGee. Well, now, Sam McGee, he was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. And why he left his home in the south to roam around the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold, it seemed to hold him like a spell, and he'd often say in his homely way that he would sooner live in hell. Well, now, it was Christmas Day, and we were mushing our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold through our parker's fold, it stabbed like a driven nail. And if our eyes we closed, then our eyelashes froze, till sometimes we couldn't see. It wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee. Well, that same night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, and the dogs were all fed and the stars overhead, they were dancing heel and toe, he looked at me. Cap City, I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking you, you'll not refuse my last request. Well, he seemed so low, I couldn't say no. And he said with a sort of a moan, "It's so awful cold. It's got a right hold and it's chilled me right clean through to the bone. Now it ain't be dead. It's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains. And I want you to swear, foul or fair, that you'll cremate my last remains." Well, now, a pal's last need is a thing to heed, and I swore I wouldn't fail. And we hurried on at the streak of dawn. God, he looked ghastly pale. He was crouched on the sleigh, and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. And before nightfall, a corpse is all that was left of Sam McGee. Well, now, there wasn't a breath in that land of death, as I hurried horror-ridden, with a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of a promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say, "You can tack sugar on in your brains, but you promised true. Now it's up to you to cremate these last remains." And now a promise made is a debt unpaid. And the trail has its own stern code, and in the days to come, though my lips were numb, my God, how I cursed that load. And in the long, low nights by the cold fir light, and huskies round in a ring, they howled out their woes to the homeless snows. My God, how I hate that thing. Every day that quiet clay got heavier and heavier, and all night went, though the dogs were spent and the blood was getting low. The trade was bad and I was half mad, but I swore I'd not give in. I'd often sing to the hateful thing, and would hearken with a grin. And then I came to the marge of Lake Labarge, and a derelict there lay, and I saw in a trice it was jammed in the ice, and it was called the Alice May. Well, I looked at it, and I thought a bit. Then I looked at my frozen chum. Then here said I, with a sudden cry, is my crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. And some coal I found that was lying all around, and I built the fuel higher. The flames they soared, and the furnace roared, such a blaze you'll seldom see. Then I bored a hole in the glowing coal, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. Then I took a hike, 'cause I didn't like to hear him sizzle so. And the heavens howled, and the huskies howled, and the wind began to blow. It was icy cold, but the hot sweat rolled down my cheeks. I don't know why. And the greasy smoke in its inky cloak went streaking down the sky. Well, I do not know how long in the snow I wrestled with grizzly fear, but the stars came out and they jumped all about ere I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, I'll just take a peek inside, 'cause he must be cooked. And it's time I looked, and then the door I opened wide. And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm in the heart of the furnace floor. And he wore a smile that you could see a mile, and he said, oh, come on, will you please close the door? It's fine in here, but I gravely fear you're going to let in the cold and the storm. Since I left Plumtree down in Tennessee, this is the first time that I've been warm. Well, now there are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold, and the Arctic trails hold secret tales that'll make your blood run cold. And the northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake Labarge when I cremated Sam McGee.